Teletubbies. Remember those? Arthur. Still airing. Elliot Moose. Never seen it. Never seen Elliot Moose. Never seen it. The Big Comfy Couch. Remember that show? That show was still in the air until mid 2000s before it went digital. The Big Comfy Couch. Cyber Chase. Still in the air. Martha Speaks. Still on. Yep, I remember It's a Big World. Didn't really watch that much. Said the Science Kid, still in the air today. Okay, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Okay, that's kind of tricky. No, I never seen it on PBS. Yes, I have seen it on Fox Kids. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? The cartoon version I have seen on Fox Kids on WXMI Fox 17. Even when Fox Kids was gone, WXMI Fox 17 still showed it. George Shrinks. Yes, remember seeing that show, which was still on there? Yes. World. Still in the air. Reruns, but yeah, they're still in the air. Still in the air. Okay, Thomas the Tank Engine. That's kind of a tricky thing. Okay, Thomas the Tank Engine. That's kind of tricky. Okay, Thomas the Tank Engine was on PBS and also on Viacom at this time. Thomas the Tank Engine is off the air. I don't know if it's still on PBS, but is now off Viacom. Thomas the Tank Engine was on PBS, then moved to Viacom. I don't know if it's still even on Viacom or on PBS still. I do not know. I have not seen it I haven't seen it in years. But yes, Tom Tinker used to be on Viacom. Actually, I remember watching it. I remember after watching Ron Hazelton, then Bob Ross came on. Okay, after watching Ron Hazelton on Channel 22, went to Channel 34, which is our PBS affiliate at the time. Watched Bob Ross at 6 p.m. at 6 a.m., which he still is there. Then I watched Thomas the Tank Engine at 6:30, and some other cartoons were on until 6:30 until 8, 9 o'clock. So yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine was on PBS and Viacom. Now, I don't think it's even on at all, period. Just keep on going. Do you remember? That's what it says here. Do you remember these shows? So yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine, last time I heard, was still on. I'm not really sure, though. It is. Never seen the Reppies? I do remember Zumafu. Never heard of Reppies, but I did hear of Zamumafu. Naughty! Yep, I remember Naughty. It's still in the air? I'm not sure. Yep, I remember JJ. Wishbone. Remember Wishbone? Yes. Wishbone. I remember seeing Wishbone on TV too. Once a week it was on Sundays. So yeah, I remember Wishbone, but I didn't know Wishbone was PBS. Wishbone was on TV maybe once a week on Sundays. I don't speak gibberish. Sorry, I don't speak deaf. Nope, never seen it. Never seen the show. Okay, Green Rainbow? Yes, I remember seeing Green Rainbow. I remember seeing it on WNIT in the mid 2000s, in the early 2000s, early 90s. Remember seeing Green Rainbow in the early 2000s. There used to be two versions of Green Rainbow. One version with kids, and another version with LeBar. I remember seeing Green Rainbow with LeBar. He came on at 5:30. After 5:30, BBC News came on. So yeah, he came on. He was the last. Okay, it used to be Rain Rainbow. Okay, first to be Cyber Chase at 4:30, then Rain Rainbow at 5, or it was Cyber Chase at 5, Rain Rainbow at 5:30. Around 5 or 6, they were on. Now Rain Rainbow is gone, to my knowledge. After all these years, Rainbow has been canceled. It's no longer on TV, which sucks. But Rain Rainbow was good. Now, now the openings for JJ and Rain Rainbow, I don't remember at all. I mean, I remember watching it before I got canned. It's no longer PBS. Nope, never seen Fizz and Plays. Never seen that one. Cat in the Hat. I've really never seen it, but right now it's still in the air right now. Never really seen it. Sesame Street. 50 years plus, still going strong. Okay, I do know recently, I seen Sesame Street recently when they added the autistic character. There was a little air. It was only on for half an hour. Now, Sesame Street used to run for an hour when I was younger at 11 o'clock. Now it's only half an hour. Still, to this day, it still comes on at 11 o'clock, and it's now only a half an hour. It used to be an hour. And according to my knowledge, it's one of the oldest kids shows still running to this day. There's like one other show I could meet to this thing, which we'll see if it's on here later. I'll talk about it later. Yep, remember seeing Electric Company. I've never seen Electric Company. Electric Company's a good show. I remember seeing that around the mid 2000s. Before I moved here, I remember seeing it before I moved here. Electric Company was a good show. They had a ripoff of they had someone named Jack Bowser, ripoff of who that guy was from 24. So, okay, this was kind of a tricky part. Okay. After Electric Company, Design Squad, and Fetch World Ruffman were kind of like all mixed into one show. Kind of each day you had to be careful what day you watch the show. They get matched up. So yeah, it was a problem. So I remember Electric Company. Maya and Miguel, that show was alright. Now, I remember watching Electric Company on WKAR 23. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of tricky to find out where they are if they're still even on the air on those channels because I don't get WKAR 23 more. I get WNIT and I get WGVU, WGVK. Never seen it. Never seen Stuff Live. Never seen it. Never seen it. Wildcrats, still there. It was a spinoff of Bazoomafu. Super Y, yes. Remember seeing Super Y. Still in the air? Yes, I think so. Still in the air. I think still in the air. Not really sure. Fetch Red Ruffman. Used to be in the air. It got canned after 6 or 5 seasons. Bob the Builder. PBS and Viacom. Bob the Builder was on PBS and Viacom for a while. And we're talking about the early 2000s ones. The clay ones were good. They made a reboot of the show and it sucked. In 2016 or something, it wasn't that good. It was terrible. They added a new character, which I didn't like the way it looked. It looked stupid. So Bob the Builder, PBS and Viacom. Word Girl, still in the air, I think. I think it's still in the air. I'm not sure. I won't be able to find out because this recording it's 6 o'clock, so I wouldn't know. Fanny's Feet, Saturdays on PBS. Used to be. Okay. Mrs. Roberts' Neighborhood. Still in the air on PBS, 6 o'clock, Saturday morning or Friday. Actually, no. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood coming on at 6 o'clock on Friday mornings. Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street are the two oldest shows on PBS that still come on. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood stopped getting made in 2001. There's only 3 PBS shows that are the oldest shows on PBS still in the air, and those are 2 of them. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Sesame Street, and their show. If it comes on here, I'll tell you about that. But yeah, Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood are the 2 oldest shows still in the air on PBS. Sesame Street still has new episodes, and there's also another show that's old is about pretty old. Now, Mr. Rogers came out in the 60s, and also one of the founders of PBS Pittsburgh. So, and the creator of it, Robux. I mean, the company that worked with it no longer exists. So it's kind of funny. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And one of the oldest shows on PBS. Clifford. That's still in the air. They made a reboot of it, and it's still in the air. The reboot's not good. Dinosaur Train. That's pretty good. Still in the air, to my knowledge. Barney is the third oldest PBS. Okay, Barney, still the third oldest PBS station. Barney, the third oldest PBS show, still on the air today. It depends on where you live. Some stations actually play Barney. Some stations do not. To my knowledge, a PBS station here in the state of Michigan still plays Barney. What channel it is, I don't know. It's something 13. That's all I know. That still gets played on the air today, and some other stations still do runs too. The Barney's from the 80s, 90s, 80s and 90s. So Barney and Friends. Never seen it. Never seen you. Never seen it. Ooh, Between the Lines was a good show, which was still in the air. But I never heard of Gilbert, so that wouldn't work. Between the Lines, I heard of it. Between the Lines was a good show. There's a few episodes I might want to use off of this to make my own show, make some series shows. That might work to my in favor. Ooh. I'll have to watch this again off camera. Okay, there's a problem there. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Two problems. One, Bill Nye was never on TV. I'll repeat again. Bill Nye the Science Guy was never on TV. It's weird though, because it says here on Disney PBS. Bill Nye was never on TV where I lived. Bill Nye was always on tape. Always on VHS or DVD. Bill Nye was never on TV. You can tell you guys it now. He's never on TV. Sagwa, I remember Sagwa. Sagwa was pretty good. Sagwa, the Chinese cat. Remember that show? Angelina Ballerina. Remember that? Her too. She was on PBS, but the thing was though, she was only on Sunday. Now, Angelina Ballerina was on Saturday or Sunday on PBS. So yeah, some shows only show on Saturdays and Sundays. So yeah, she was on Saturday and Sunday. Angelina Ballerina. She's still taking on the air, I think, still. Yep. I was right. Angelina Ballerina, The Next Step. The original was a 2D, this is a 3D version, which is technically the reboot, a spinoff, which is still on. I think. Caillou. Fine. Caillou. After 20 years, it got canceled after 20 years. Caillou is finally canceled after 20 years. Caillou still is alright. Caillou was a lot better than Cow Chicken, so that, which is Magic School Bus was never on PBS. Magic School Bus was on Fox Kids. I'll repeat this again. Magic School Bus was never on PBS. It was on Fox Kids. Magic School Bus was on. Oh. Liberty Kids was on Liberty Kids was on PBS and WXMI, Fox 17. Repeat again. Liberty Kids was on Fox Kids. And first Liberty Kids was on PBS and Fox, WXMI, Fox 17. Repeat again. Liberty Kids was on PBS and Fox 17, WXMI. With Carmen Sandiego. So I remember Liberty Kids. Kipper. Never seen it. Kipper was never on PBS. Kipper was on Viacom. Kipper was on Viacom. Kipper was never on PBS. Kipper was always on Viacom. Bursting Bears? I don't know. Never seen it on TV. I have cable, so I wouldn't know. I always had the antenna, so I wouldn't know. Ooh! Dragon Tales was a good show on PBS. I wish it was still in the air today. Recently, I found out that Dragon Tales got canned. After who knows how many years. But if I had the money, guys, I would actually do a reboot of Dragon Tales. With the money, I do a reboot of Dragon Tales. Heck, so I might have some extra episodes I might be making soon. Who knows? Dragon Tales was a good show. Jackers, the Adventures of the Piggy Winks. Never seen it. The Swamp Critters of the Lost Lagoon. Never seen it. Never seen it. The Crabs and Creatures. Never seen it. So, most of those shows I do remember. A couple of shows I can make a movie on. Cha 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 cha. Doink! PBS!